Hi. The last time I was talking about Obama, I was comparing him to Calvin Coolidge, who I claim caused the depression of the 1930s with excessive loans to foreign countries. And I said that Obama did the same thing, but even on a much larger scale. I once said to somebody while in a restaurant that thanks to us, the Taliban was getting billions of dollars of U.S. equipment. And a veteran of that war who was present and overheard me came up to me and said, "Your figures are off by millions of dollars. They're getting trillions." And now, this plus the nuclear reactor he wanted to give to our arch enemy Iran adds up to quite a shopping list. That puts Obama in the lead, I think. Herbert Hoover inherited the Depression from Calvin Coolidge, while Obama inherited his own. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, 25% of this country's population was out of work. During Obama's depression, we now have 36.33% of our population out of work. What's greater than that? Hoover's greatest downfall was in driving the veteran protesters off his White House lawn when they demanded the pensions that they were promised. Obama never drove us anywhere except into poverty by making our cost of living increments 1/10 of his increments to our cost of living. It's a lot more subtle than Hoover was and a lot more devastating because while Hoover gave our veterans nothing, Obama actually stole from us. If Hoover had sent General MacArthur against those protesting veterans to steal their wallets, he might have been as good as Obama. Franklin Delano Roosevelt got us out of the Depression, but he also got us into a war. And well, look, Obama got us into a depression and countless wars, which I think makes him far better than Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Then came Give Him Hell Harry Truman, who succeeded Roosevelt and got us into the Korean War, and then got us out of it before we could do anything against our aggressors. Well, what has Barack Obama managed to do against any of the aggressors that he's got us fighting? Under Dwight D. Eisenhower's presidency, the House of Un-American Activities Committee was sending people to prison for exercising their rights to freedom of speech by saying that what they said about communism wasn't covered by the First Amendment of our Constitution. This didn't happen under Barack Obama, who put our surveillance gadgets in practically everything we own. So that even if we can say it, or whatever we say, Big Brother will be listening. I'll get into the rest of the presidents a little later.